Hello friends, welcome back to a little coffee club. Today we're gonna take a look at the black and white coffee that I told you guys about. I'm really excited to get into this one. It's one of those processed coffees. I gotta tell you guys, I do remember one of the tasting notes. It said something about lychee. So lychee, I have had those fruits before. I know what they're like. I'm expecting maybe something like that, but it might, who knows, right? Who knows? But I do remember that, and I know it was processed. You know, this is one of the roasters that I've had on my radar for a while. I wanted to order from them. When I saw this pop up, I thought, wow, you know, this one is funky, it's processed. I'm really into those coffees. So I'm gonna go ahead and order this bag, and then we'll review it, and who knows, maybe it makes it into the best of 2024. Which, by the way, the last one from ARP, the one from Mojo, I did freeze some of that. So that's our first contender that will go up against the Good Brothers, my favorite all-time still reigning king of the coffees. And who knows, maybe this one will make it in. Today we're gonna pull a shot of espresso and taste it as espresso. If I have enough time, if it goes well, meaning that I dialed it in quickly, maybe we'll do a little pour over too and try it. If not, I'll report back to you guys and let you know if I froze it. But yeah, the ARP one is gonna be a contender. All right, something else I wanted to talk to you guys because I thought it was just a little funny. You know, my wife, like she tells me like, wow, you know, you wear like the black shirt all the time. Like, I'm like, well, first of all, I don't even pay attention to that. But like, you know, girls and guys, we're like we don't, man, I gotta say, we're not even in the same like ballpark when it comes to like fashion. You know, we just grab the most comfortable thing or whatever it is. You know, I do have to say though, I kind of like this look. It gives me more of a barista look, more a little bit kind of like, you know, I know Morgan from Morgan Drinks Coffee. She always has the black turtlenecks. That's her thing. I think this is gonna be my look. But you know, I told her like, man, you think anybody cares? Nobody. People don't. If you ask any of these guys that watch my videos and you ask them like, what does he usually wear? The people, they have no clue. They don't care. They don't know. They want to know what my coffee machine looks like. They don't care what kind of shirt I have on. It's a coffee show. We're not into fashion here. It's just a coffee show. Yeah, I thought it was so funny. Like, she could care less about what coffee I'm brewing, if it's single origin or what it is. She's like noticing my shirt. Like, who cares? Anyway, I just got a chuckle over that, and I thought it was funny. If you guys like think anything about that, you know, leave me a comment. Oh, by the way, I have noticed a few new names in the comments, man. You guys don't know what, like, really, that's what keeps me making these videos. Okay, that the fact that you guys engage and you know you tell me that you liked it or anything. You know, people have been appreciating the time that I take into putting the music on the videos and those little cinematic little moments that I do in the videos. And you know, and I really appreciate that. The fact that you guys, you know, that takes time. It takes time for me to like include the music and do these kind of things. And editing, I don't even enjoy editing. I do it because I like the end result, the end product. Okay, I think you guys will enjoy it. So the fact that you're letting me know, it makes all the difference. Okay, it makes all the difference that you guys reach out, even if it's just a thumbs up. You know, you leave me an emoji, a thumbs up. You know, I know you guys watched it and you enjoyed it, right? So yeah, I have noticed a few new names in the comments, and I really thank you guys for joining our little team here. We are finally over that halfway point. Maybe one of these years we'll finally reach the 1,000. So I promise we'll be doing some live streams. The very first one will, you know, I'll announce it. I'll let you guys know. Probably it'll be a Friday video because I want to do it like right away when we hit the 1,000. So if we ever hit the 1,000, but who knows? You know, we're inching our way up little by little. Now that I'm concentrating on just the coffee videos, somehow you guys are finding me. Okay, I gotta thank Hoon a lot also as well because you know, we've had some conversations on his show in the comments, and when we did the live, that helped a whole bunch. So yeah, thank you to Hoon. Anyway, guys, you know, let's just get over to the other counter. Let's do a shot of espresso with black and white coffee. Let's see what it gives us as espresso, and if things go well, we'll do a pour over. But anyway, what do you guys think about my attire? Doesn't matter. Do you care? I'm sure you don't. So let's see what the machine looks like. Now we're talking. All right, so here we go. We got the black and white coffee. Let's open it up. A nice little touch with the little sticker. I mean, this is a super high quality bag. Pretty much the same like the Good Brothers, and we saw it also with September. But yeah, very nice high quality bags. If you drink your coffee within a month, I would say, maybe even longer, you'll be fine just leaving it in the bag. These have a nice Ziploc. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is look at the roast level. All right, let's see. Let's check the aroma. Well, even from the aroma, there's a lot of funkiness going on. I have to say that. Oh man, I'm even more excited now. All right, let's see. Let's take it to the other light so we can take a good look. All right, like this with a lot of light, maybe you guys could tell, but I think it's even a little bit lighter than it even looks on the phone, but who knows? Let me take a picture. Maybe on the picture it'll look better. I'll show you guys right here. All right, so I have to say I was pretty excited. Now I'm a little bit scared. The longer I have these beans out, I have to say, there is a lot of funkiness going on. I think most people maybe wouldn't like this. I mean, I haven't even tasted it, but you know, it's, it's the opposite of having a clean coffee. This is on the other complete extreme end of it. I have a feeling this processing, maybe they put the lychee in together with the beans as they ferment it to give it like that extra punch, extra flavor. So, you know, some people say that's cheating. I think anything goes. I mean, let the farmers experiment and the people taste everything. If you want clean coffee, advertise it as clean coffee. Just do regular wash coffee and sell that. So you could do both. I mean, you could sell these beans as some kind of experimental kind of process, and you can sell it also as just regular, you know, washed. So no problem in that. All right, as we saw recently from the one from ARP, as far as I could see from the information that was provided, it looks like the coffee was processed in different methods, the same coffee from the same farm, and it tasted quite different. And both of them were clean. It was not something funky like this. It was very clean. But the one that had the little bit extra processing, it wasn't a heavy process. It wasn't something that at all kind of masked the actual flavor of the beans. It just added a little bit more punch, and I appreciated that. All right, so let's just let's move on with this process. Okay, we're gonna have to dose out. Now, another thing is, I think the last couple videos I've done a better job with focusing and stuff. I think it looked pretty good the last couple videos I recorded. Okay, let's see. You know, for espresso, maybe this works out wonderful. We're gonna find out. Okay, so we're at 7.3. We're gonna go to 18 grams. Okay, we went a little over, maybe one less bean. Okay, it says we're exactly at 18. Let's see what the niche gives us today. Oh, Carrie, by now, I did receive the little spout for the niche. I haven't had a chance to play around with it, but I'm planning a special edition, small little video just for you, All right, so we're at 18 grams. Let's grind this. Okay, here's the thing. When I have the focus locked, then it won't refocus on stuff. So I think you could see it there now. Okay, that's our beans. You know, on here, I think it's a kind of little bit better representation of what the coffee looks like. You know, I will call this medium to light. I wouldn't call it a straight up medium, and it's definitely not a light coffee, but you know, maybe a medium to light. Okay, so where are we gonna grind? I haven't even thought about it. Okay, wow, what was I grinding last time? I was doing that's right, I did a pour over and I had it way at the other end. But lately, my niche numbers have again gone down. Being that this is like a medium, You know, I'm gonna grind it at 16. Let's start with 16. That's kind of maybe a good number to start at. On this kind of roast level, with this level of funkiness, maybe I'll do like a 15-second pre-infusion and then like a 30-second shot. So I'll be happy with something like altogether 45 to 50 seconds. It depends on the level of acidity in the coffee for me, you know, because I don't want like super high acidity. So to get rid of some of that acidity, you kind of have to pull those longer shots. And that's the reason why the Bianca has worked out so well for me, because I can keep it running and I can do the Slayer shots or blooming espressos where I just let the coffee bloom before going to full pressure, and it kind of takes away some of the acidity and has worked wonders for me as far as the light roast coffees or lighter roast coffees or any coffee with like kind of high acidity, okay? So because it could be a medium roast and still give you like a bunch of acidity. So yeah, let's go ahead and grind this. Okay, there you guys could see the setup. Give it a little love tap. My buddy Angel says that's a must. Oh, by the way, my buddy Angel, you guys might get to actually meet him. I think he decided to go with me to that Chicago Coffee Expo. By the time you see this video, yeah, maybe I'm right about getting ready to go to that thing. So I think you'll see this video before we actually do that. But yeah, I think he's gonna go with my. I think he's gonna join us. So you guys might get to meet him if he finally does go to the Coffee Expo. Well, I took so long doing all this stuff, it timed out. But okay, I'll weigh it once I put it in the portafilter or something. But we'll see. We'll figure it out. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna tear the portafilter. Okay, it's at 0. We're gonna put the coffee in here. And let's see if we're at 18 grams. 17.8. We're missing a 0.2. I'm not gonna worry about it. You guys know how I do it. 0.1, 0.2, doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, my buddy Angel, maybe one day I'll have him here as a guest on our little show, because I don't know how this came up, but you know, I always said that I wanted him to taste 2 shots. One with 18 grams, one with 17.5 grams. And as long as my timing is very similar, I doubt it anyone can taste any difference. So I'm gonna talk to him about that when we go to the show. And if he thinks he can taste the difference on that, I'm gonna have him on. Even if he can't, maybe he wants to join us one day in our coffee show here, and we'll do some kind of blind tasting, or we'll do something. Anyway, I'm missing a 0.2, but we're gonna roll with that. So yeah, when it comes to like my personal life and my personal friends here, not including you guys, obviously, that you're watching me here and you're my little coffee family. Other than that, Angel, I think, is like the only one that's really into coffee and kind of somebody that I can talk to about these things, because none of my other family members or friends, they don't care. A lot of them do like coffee, but you know, they're not that interested in it to like experiment, and you know. So yeah, you know, when you're into this coffee hobby, it's like you know, you're like a mad scientist doing experiments in your lab, right? So man, there is like, you know what, I wonder if I'm gonna like this. There's like way too much funkiness going on here. It doesn't hardly smell like coffee. It's super sweet smelling. I don't know if it's lychee or what it is, but it's very fruity, very sweet. You know what? If I took a wild guess, I would say mango maybe. Mango, or yeah, I don't know. I might guess mango. All right, let me set up my little angle here for the tamping. Now, remembering to always set up the thing and locking the focus and all of that is what's made the difference as to, you know, get you guys the best angles here so you can really enjoy this. You know, and again, you know, when I add the music and, you know, the lighting, all these things adds kind of a sense of like calmness, and it's just a good way to start your day. The way I see it, something like this, relaxing and calming, and there's something about it, a little bit of aspect of fun, and maybe you get a laugh here and there. So, I take a little bit extra time, and the fact that you guys have reached out and said, hey, I appreciate the music, I appreciate this, that, whatever it is, it means a whole bunch. So the comments really is what keeps me making these videos. So if you're enjoying this content, please leave me a little comment, a little thumbs up, just an emoji at least, But yeah, let's go ahead and time. Today we're gonna use the pasado. I did the... Okay, so we're gonna go with pasado today. All right, let's see if I can do a good job today. Wow, nope. That didn't end too well, but it wasn't too bad. Okay, now that went quite far in there. I have a feeling this is gonna be too fine, but and the infuser, I was a lot better at guessing what kind of timing I'm gonna get by the way the temp went down. But with the Bianca, it's just too unpredictable. I can't figure it out. I just go based on the number and what's worked before and hope for the best. And usually because of the flow control, we can always make it work to where we're getting somewhere in the timing that we're looking for, So, but now if it's way too fine, this might run for over a minute. And I think on this funky coffee, that might not work. But let me set up all the angles and all the stuff so you guys can see the extraction, and let's see what happens. Let me put my puck screen. Let me not forget that. Lock it in. All right, let me set up. Okay, so I think I got all the cameras running. The only time I'm using the GoPro nowadays is for this shot. Hopefully the battery doesn't blow up again. Anyway, so I got all the angles set up. I decided I'm not gonna go with like the type of Slayer shot today. I'm gonna go with the blooming espresso. So we timed out right in the middle of me talking, so threw me off. I'm gonna bloom the shot for maybe 15 seconds, and then we're just gonna shoot up to 9 bars. So now for the blooming espresso though, the thing is the timing. That's true, because I'm gonna have to use the big. Today I was gonna use the Timor, the little one, but I'm gonna use the big. If you're using on the Bianca at least, okay, there's a lot of room between the reservoir here for the wastewater and the bottom of the portafilter. There's a lot of space. You can put a big scale like this and it's not gonna affect you. Now this one has no automatic espresso mode. You can't do the blooming espresso with the automatic espresso mode because you have to let it drip quite a bit and then you shut it off. So it's just gonna stop timing. I mean, that's the way it's supposed to work. So, so you're gonna have to do kind of manual like this. So you can do manual with any, you don't need to have the espresso mode. Obviously you can do manual every time, and just time with, hit for the time or time with your phone and use a regular little scale from Amazon, whatever like that. So let's tear the scale. Okay, we're ready. Now I'm going to bloom it for like 15-20 seconds, and then I'm gonna start the time when I start actually pulling the shot. So I'm gonna go by this time for 15 seconds, and then I'll start the other time. Although I could just, who knows? Let's see how we do this. I'm getting all confused. I'm confusing you guys. So let's go. For the blooming, you could just open it all the way. So we're gonna blast the puck with water, which is not always a good idea for. Okay. Wow, I went past the 9 bars. You know what? Like I guessed, this is too fine. I mean, it's not getting anything. We're like at 11 bars still, like the machine can't push the coffee out. I'm gonna let it run. I'm gonna let it run, taste it, and see what happens. Being that it's like a medium coffee, probably the shot maybe looked really nice there. Anyway, I'm just gonna run it until it gets to the 45 grams, and I'm gonna taste it. Usually on the lighter roast coffees, would be perfectly fine to me. I let them run for a minute all the time, so. Okay, so we're getting there. 45 grams out. Oh, how did that jump like that? Oh, we got a little bit of spillage of water. Where did that come from? Oh, from the bottom. This is pushed too far back and it's catching the... Okay, but it's 45. It's 45. Well, I made a mess of this process. Oh, man. Experiments while filming. Wow, that's not a good idea. Anyway, the aroma right now is just really, really like almost, I would say it's like almost overwhelming. All right, let's taste it. This is gonna be so funky. I'm gonna give it a swirl. Hold on, let me make sure. I can't see the back of the camera. Okay, there we go. Okay, give it a swirl. Incorporate them flavors. Let me stop this camera. Wow, I'm gonna pull a faster shot. Man, the funkiness is a bit much, even for me that I'm into it. The Good Brothers is just the right amount. Wow, this is really like a really strange shot of coffee, man. I don't know how else to label it. It's strange. Another thing is it's too harsh. It's just too intense. I'm gonna brew like a way faster shot and see what happens. I'm gonna go all the way to 20. Oh no, I better not do that. I'm gonna go to 18, 2 notches up on the niche. We're gonna try again. So the pour over is not gonna happen today, but we'll do another shot of espresso. Wow, this is intense. Man, the smell, but the smell now, okay, let's talk about that. The smell now is better now that it's in the cup. Just out of the bag, it's just it's too much. A lot of you guys would like, I don't think you would like it, but yeah, it's intense. But now in the cup, it smells sweet and it smells fruity. Yeah, definitely sweet and fruity. I'm gonna still label it like mango or something like that. Okay, I let it cool a little bit, and it's better, a little bit less intense. Wow, now I'm getting like guava. Could that be a thing? Wow, yeah, now I would drink it, now that Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna throw this one away. I'm gonna pull another shot, a faster shot, and I'll compare them because I don't wanna throw it away now. It's kind of, I'm crazy. Okay, still intense, but now I'm actually enjoying it. It's like a heavy tartness. It's high acidity, very intense, but now it's fruity and sweeter, and I like the aroma. I kind of like it now. In the cup, I like it. And I don't know, I'm getting like guava. Could that be a tasty note? I don't know, but that's what I'm getting. Maybe I'm still gonna go with like very tropical, like a mango, guava kind of thing. It's still intense. It's still very funky. I don't think a lot of you guys would like it, but I'm gonna pull a faster shot and see what happens. Let's do some pod prep. All right, for the sake of speeding this thing up, let's do a quick dosing. I don't think you guys would forgive me if I don't try to fix this and do like a faster shot. I think you guys will appreciate the fact that I went the extra mile, did it again, although I could have drank that. All right, here we go. I do have to say, that's way too intense. Yeah, it's intense. Let's just call it that way, I don't know. But after it cooled, like right now, let's try it again. It's been, while I set everything up, it's had a chance to cool a little bit more. Here it is. Let's swirl it. But I do have to say, man, there's a lot of funky smell. But now I like it. Now it's fruity and sweet, but still, it's a lot. It's a lot for a lot of you guys. You just want like more coffee, more cleanness. Okay, the more it cools, the more I like it. The intensity has gone way down from when I first tried it. Now it's sweet and very punchy, fruity, maybe like a sangria, something like that. very, very tropical. Anyway, let's do another 18 grams. Let's do a faster shot. I think you guys would appreciate that. I'm gonna read into the processing. Maybe I'll report back to you guys. But I have a feeling they actually like put the fruits in there with the coffee and let it ferment with the fruits. Because, to get this much intensity, flavor, smell, everything, they did something. They did something here, guys. We're gonna read the label and all of that stuff, but right now I wanna guess at the tasting notes, so I don't wanna do all of that. I'm gonna leave the phone right here in this angle and I'll just grind the 18 grams. We're in between 18. Okay, so let's talk about that. We're in between 17.9 and 18. I've seen it fluctuate. And the grind size, I decided to go all the way to 18 and a half. That's 2.5 notches, 2.5 numbers up from where we were previously. So let's see what kind of a difference it makes on this coffee. In some coffees, you kind of have to do a big adjustment. In some coffees, a small adjustment makes a big difference. So I think at 2.5 will be safe to get this to speed up quite a bit. Besides, with the flow control, I can always slow it down, but it's very hard to speed up. I went beyond 9 bars and it was still, and that's not something I like to do, especially on something funky like this. Yeah, when you grind it, you get that, you get a lot of the scent. Okay, we're at 17.9. We were between, 17.8. We were between 17.9 and 18, so we lost again a 0.1, maybe even 0.2, but I'm not gonna worry about it. We're gonna roll with this. This is exactly what we had on the last shot. Man, I really wanted to use my little time war scale today, but being that I wanted to do that blooming, you can't do that with the automatic espresso mode. Okay, you guys know I leave the puck screen inside and everything, and I run it, kind of flush it out and get everything warmed up again, because I like to put it in the faucet and get it nice and clean for the next shot, so everything's nice and clean. Also for the video, looks nice, All right, let me not forget to readjust the focus. Okay, so now this is dry. I know we're focused. Well, you know what? Last time I think I didn't do no, I didn't. But I remember this time, so let's fluff it up here in the cup. I saw the other day, I think it was Lance. He did the same thing, and he says it's a great idea. And he likes using the big needles for... Wow, right? What a coincidence. Exactly what I do. I thought I was the only one doing that. But no, he said on one of his videos recently that he likes to use the thick needles, the big needles on the catch cup before he puts it in the portafilter. Exactly what I've been doing. Yeah, sometimes I have a good idea, guys. Every now and then. It's a rare thing, but it does happen. All right, okay, nice job there. Let me adjust again for the rest of the puck prep. Okay, so here's the next angle. We come in with the dosing funnel, the Pasado thin needles. Come on, Pasado. One of these days they'll make me my tamping station, so I don't have to hold it like this is awkward angle. Come on, Pasado, look at what I have to do. Just make me the little tamping station. I buy it, I just want the look. Okay, we did some distribution. Now we come in with the tamper. All right, Pasado, let's go. Okay, again, I went a little bit, same mistake as last time. Okay, I see it going pretty much just as far as it did last time, so I don't see too much of a difference. And we went up 2.5 numbers on the niche. So I don't know, but we're gonna have to roll with it. All right, here we go. Puck screen, lock in, set up all the angles, all the cameras, all the stuff. All right, let's go. All right, we're all set up for the next shot. Here we go, man. Oh, here we are battling with this espresso, trying to dial in, you know, all the angles, all the stuff. And my wife is worried if I'm wearing the black shirt again. Oh, come on. It's not a fashion show. We got bigger things to worry about. Okay, so here's the thing with the big scale. If I push it like where it needs to be, when I stop the shot and you get the what do you call this thing? The bag flush valve or whatever it is that gets rid of the extra pressure. It'll come out through here and go right on my scale. I mean, it's not a big deal, but do I want that? Do I want that? You guys know how picky I am with these things. What about if we put it sideways? Will this work? Oh man, maybe I'm onto something. Can I work it like this? I don't see why not. I don't know, we're experimenting. Today sounds bound to go wrong here. So I think I do have all the cameras running. Let me know. Yeah, I think I do. All right, so should we try the blooming again? Well, if it goes super slow, I can't do a blooming. So I don't know, I'm gonna open it all the way. I have some water, by the way, in just heating up my other shot glass. So these are the Propel, for some of you guys that have wondered sometimes, these are the Propel shot glasses from Groove. Okay, so let's see, let's start this thing. Now the timing is what I'm gonna have to try to do on my own, but it doesn't matter. At least I have the machine's timing there running. So I'm looking for, again, 45 grams, and I would like to get it in, well, I hope it speeds up quite a bit. Maybe we can finish the shot in like 35 seconds or something like that. Let's see what we get. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go full blast up first and see what happens. My ramp up was absolutely horrendous last time. This time I got it a little bit better. I'm just gonna let it run because even at that, I think it's still a little bit fine. So, I mean, we got a nice difference. I mean, it's a good amount of difference. Sometimes I start talking and I let it lose pressure there. Get it around 9 bar. Okay, we're getting close. Now I'm gonna let it ramp down if it wants to. It's like a slow ramp down. Okay, so we're looking for 45. And wow, 45.2. And I didn't get any water on the scale. So we could do this. Oh, look, I forgot all about that time. But we're at 42 seconds overall. So that's quite a bit faster than the other shot. Let's see what the difference is. Is it more acidity, like way too much acidity? Is it better? Is it taste? Let's just find out. Now, this is the kind of things that we worry about here on this channel. Wow, you know what? The shot looks really nice. The crema is beautiful. Swirl it. Okay, let's taste it. Okay, aroma-wise, same as the other one. Taste-wise, okay, you know what? It's a plus and a minus here. There's, how do I explain this? Okay, the shot right now has a little bit of sourness. It's beyond the acidity. It's a little bit of sourness. That means under-extracted. I'm gonna look back at the recording and look at channeling. If we had some obvious channeling, which I don't see any on my counter, I don't see any signs of channeling here, I'll report back. But sometimes when you have a lot of channeling going on, you can have an over-extracted and under-extracted kind of shot at the same time, and it ruins the whole thing. I don't think that's what happened here. I think this shot, first of all, I don't think it had any channeling. I'll report back like I said. Let me stop this camera, hold on. I got all kinds of cameras running. Okay, so I don't think I had any channeling issues on the shot. I think it's just for my taste, it's a little bit under extracted. The acidity is, I can't say though, here's the thing though, because I can't say the acidity is any more than the previous shot. I don't think so. I don't think it's more acidity. Okay, now that it's cooling, it's a little bit harder to detect the little bit of sourness. It's harder to detect. My very first try, I kind of got a little bit of that sourness, but now it's mellowing out a little bit better. Wow, okay, you know what? This is gonna be a fun comparison. I'm gonna go back and forth here with these two shots and give you guys my opinion. Let's take it over to the other counter. And I think speeding up the shot any more than this is just a no-go. I think for me, it'll just be the acidity will be too much, and it's gonna start to get sour. And well, you never know with these things. All right, let's go to the other counter and talk about it. Okay, friends, here we go. This is the first shot. This is the one that ran longer. Extremely fruity, like I said, tropical tasting, but intense, too much acidity, maybe a bit over extracted. Okay, this one. Aroma's the same. Equal intensity, but in a different way. This one, the acidity's more noticeable. That sourness it's kind of gone, but it's still, the acidity is extremely high. I shouldn't say extremely. Let's call it very high, not extremely high. Okay, so as espresso, at least the way I brewed it, high acidity, very fruity coffee, very tropical kind of flavors. Again, I would say mango and guava. That's what I get from it. The smell in the bag is extremely funky, like smelling. And when you grind it, when you brew it, it's not. When you brew it, again, it's like some kind of, I don't know, some very fruity punch. Now, do I like one more than the other? I don't know. They're very similar. Now that they're cooling, yeah, they're a lot more intense when I first brewed them. Now that they're cooling, they're somewhat similar, but again, my original kind of assessment is kind of like what I'm gonna go with. This one is a bit more intense, but in a different way. This one has a bit too much acidity. This one's a little bit more mellower, at least as far as the acidity, but it's just it's just a lot of flavor intensity. Both of them very, very fruity, very tropical. If you like high acidity, I think you'll love this. I have a feeling as pour over, I'm gonna love it. We'll talk about it another time, because today this has gone on for a bit too long. Let's check the tasting notes. So again, to me, this is like at least for espresso, I would call it at least medium to high acidity, tropical tasting, fruity tasting, those tropical fruits, because there is sweetness. There's definitely some, it's a sweet coffee, but with high acidity. But still not like citrus, like it's more like fruit. You get that punchiness. All right, let's see. What do we got? Okay, lychee. So lychee is the first one here. Okay, so it says Haido. I'll put like I always do, I'll put the label here for you guys so you can take a look at it and read it along with me. Haido Arcila lychee. So lychee, peach, strawberry, kiwi, and Sauvignon Blanc. So yeah, you get that punchiness, that wine kind of I said sangria because to me it's like more tropical, more fruity. And origin, Armenia. Quindio? Armenia, Quindio, Colombia. Process, co-fermented. Now, what do they mean by co-fermented? I'm gonna try to look into it. It is definitely a medium light. So it's a medium light and way heavy on the funkiness. I'm gonna agree with that. It's very funky. Okay, so strawberry kiwi. Yeah, I don't know. To me, no. Now the wininess, kind of punchiness, I do definitely get on board with that. The lychee, that tropical, lychees are sweet and tropical tasting, at least to me. Peach, peach, strawberry. I don't know. I wouldn't say that. I would never have picked that out. Okay, let's see if we got into room temperature yet. I'm not sure. Almost. A little bit still warm. Maybe the strawberry. I might get on board with that. Very tropical. Instead of peach, I would have loved to have seen mango. Maybe even guava. So lychee, guava, or like mango, punchy, like a punch, like a fruit punch, like a sangria, like maybe the wine, some kind of wine. So I'll get on board with all of that. Tropical, sweet. Very funky. And acidity kind of medium to high for me. We'll see as pour over. I'm a lot better at this as pour over than espresso. Okay, now that they're almost room temperature, this one being over extracted, I will still go with that. This is a little bit over extracted, even for me. And this one, wow, now that it's almost room temperature, it's more enjoyable. Maybe if you speed it up a bit more, it gets better. Could be. This was what, like 40 seconds, 42 seconds, something like that? I'll put it here on the screen. I don't remember anymore, but maybe if we get it down to like 35 seconds, 30 seconds, that's what I intended to do, but it still brewed a bit slow, although we went up by 2.5 notches. So, but because this one, overall, this is a better shot. So overall, this one's better. Wow, now at room temperature, it's great. I'm gonna go at room temperature. It's great. It's really good. Maybe if I speed it up some more, it could get there when it's hot. I don't know. This one at room temperature, you can still taste it. It's over extracted. There's a little bit of bitterness, not a lot, but a little tiny bitterness. This one does not have that at all. There is no sourness now at all. I kind of got that when it was very hot. Maybe the acidity was just so strong that I misinterpreted the acidity, like real strong acidity with sourness. I don't think so. I don't think that's what happened. But at room temperature, it's pretty great. I wonder what I'm gonna get as pour over. I'll report back. If I don't record a specific video for it, at least I'll report back. I know tomorrow for sure I'm making this as pour over, but I don't think I'm going to record tomorrow. But I gotta say, as espresso, it's very interesting. Let's go with very interesting, very funky. If you like that clean, this is not it. Okay, so if you want something very funky, like that's gonna give you some, for being coffee, something very unique. Okay, so maybe you want to try it. I'll let you guys know what I think of it as pour over, or maybe we'll record a video. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think I'll just report back because I still want to review the Good Brothers coffees, and I think I want to do that next. So, all right, guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate those comments. Keep them coming. If you haven't joined our little team here, please join us so that we can maybe one day reach the 1,000 subscribers and do some lives. I thank you guys for hanging out with me. You guys know I really look forward to these I shouldn't call them little hangouts. They're kind of long hangouts. But, if you appreciate these kind of long videos and just have some company for a while and get your day started, hopefully in a positive way and calming, relaxing way, just something fun, maybe get a laugh here and there, then consider joining us here. I would really appreciate it. Give the video a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Oh man. All right, maybe we'll leave that for the end.